Need something? What do you need? Which one?
Assignment directly from the king? I wonder what it is.
Well, if he needs our help, it's gotta be something big.
Thank you for coming, everyone. We've got a matter of national importance to handle today, so listen up.
Geez, this seems pretty serious. I'm all tense now.
Sonia, if it's for the sake of the kingdom, we'll take on any mission, no matter how dangerous. Just tell us what we have to do.
Okay, I can see you're all taking this seriously. Well, our mission this time is town revitalization.
Which means what?
Yuma, how do you revitalize a town?
Usually it has something to do with helping the economy of a struggling town, but I don't know if...
Yep, that's it. There's this town called Caribia. It was a famous resort spot back in the day, but it's not as prosperous now. Their fishing industry is keeping the town afloat, but it'll be a ghost town before long. We have to save it.
Hold on. How is this a matter of national importance?
What? You don't think it's important to work for prosperity?
You have a point. But why were we chosen for this mission?
Well, part of it is because there may be some monsters hiding in the town.
I mean, monsters could be anywhere, right? Not just in one little town.
I admit it's kind of outside our usual tasks, but this is an important mission too, and it's harder than you'd think. Even here in the capital, people move away all the time. And it's worse for somewhere like a vacation spot.
When you put it that way, I guess it does sound pretty important.
I dare say we should be happy to get a mission that involves no fighting for a change.
So what exactly are we supposed to do?
I don't know how we could convince people to go. Well, that's the problem. It's not exactly our specialty.
Hey, Sonia. You said they're surviving on fishing, so that means we're talking coastal? It's on the shoreline?
Yeah, and there's supposed to be a big beach. Though I heard it's pretty empty at the moment.
You have any ideas, Agnum?
Kind of. I just remembered when my travels took me through a village that was having a problem like this. I just threw out a random idea, and suddenly, waves of tourists came crashing in. Now the place is packed.
Uh-huh. That sounds a little too convenient to be true.
What was this random idea?
You really want to know? It might be a little too much for you guys.
Too much? What does that mean?
Well, let me explain. Basically... Hey, you guys ready?
Agnum, I went into this knowing it might be a tough mission, but... Do we really have to be advertising in our swimsuits? In the streets?
Come on, Sonia, keep up. When you think of the ocean, you think of swimsuits, right? Girls in bikinis bring in people, people bring in shops, and shops will bring in trade. That's just economics. See? Not a bad idea to jumpstart a town, right? And you guys are gonna be the trigger for it. Make sense?
I understand, but I wish we didn't have to be out like this in public.
Why? It doesn't seem that bad to me. I don't mind showing myself off a little, but doing it for advertising feels a little skeevy.
Hey, come on. You guys signed up for this, didn't you?
I guess, but...
What's wrong, Excella? Do you feel sick?
I certainly do feel sick, Yuma. I've been made to trot around in a state of undress. Who could accept this travesty?
Right, sorry.
I know how you feel, but no point complaining. I don't like it, but Agnem might be on the right track.
Well, don't think too hard about it. Just don't think of it as a swimsuit. It's your advertising agent uniform.
Come on. Of course, there's more people out than usual today.
Well, we've come this far. We can't turn back now. Come on! People of Astoria, the seaside town of Caribia is a great vacation spot. Try going on your next day off.
A vast ocean, sandy beaches, all your wildest dreams and more in sunny Caribia.
All the gorgeous girls hang out on the shores of Caribia. Don't miss your chance to meet a real babe.
We hope to see you in Caribia, the resort town that's full of beauty.
Go to the beach. Or die.
Hey, is that Princess Sonia? She's out here, dressed like that.
But she's gorgeous. And look at all the other girls, too.
Yes, there we go. All according to plan.
But, Sonia's glaring at us pretty hard.
There may be dire consequences.
I hate to admit it, but it seems like it's working. If we push a little more, go with your family, go with your sweetheart. Caribia's open to everyone.
Princess Sonia. She's so beautiful. Oh, I've never felt more like a patriot.
Me too. I could stay in the capital my whole life and be happy.
Hey, Agnem, Sonia's got everyone's attention, but I'm not sure this is working as advertising.
We'll see. But I think we'll be fine. Look, they can't take their eyes off her.
You think so?
We had much and nobody's going. What's going on?
Hey, it was just a suggestion. Don't blame me if it doesn't work.
What a story. Strolling through the city in nothing but a swimsuit? I wish I could have seen it.
I exposed myself like that for nothing? I want it known that I was against this from the start.
What were we supposed to do? It was embarrassing, but we had a mission.
Calm down, Sonia. You too, Excella. You don't need to be so mad.
I'm still shocked that it didn't work at all. Where did we go wrong?
Were we not loud enough? Did we not hand out enough flyers? Or are we not pretty enough?
I thought it was supposed to be a dream girl, but this turned out to be a nightmare.
Distortion's fault.
Huh? Sorry, what was that?
It's a distortion's fault. This whole swimsuit thing should have worked. There's no other explanation.
Sonia, you're kind of freaking me out. Isn't that a bit of a stretch?
But that has to be it. That's why people aren't going to Caribia. It's gotta be some kind of grimoire thing.
Pardon? Did you say Caribia?
Yeah. We were talking about helping Caribia get back on its feet. What about it?
Come on, Alfreda. A grimoire isn't keeping people from going to Caribia, right?
Really? So what is the problem, Yuma? I'm dying to know.
I mean...
Yes, indeed. It seems like a grimoire is the cause of all this.
Wait, what?
The reason people aren't going to Caribia is because of a distortion from a grimoire.
Seriously?
Which one?
I can't move. It's just like Elfrida said.
What kind of weird distortion is this? Looks like this one's up to Sonia and the rest of the girls.
A dungeon where you can't move unless you're wearing a bathing suit? Whose idea was this?
Why is Kirika forced to suffer this shame? And all I can do is watch.
Brother, please just be quiet. You're only making it worse.
This is just another trial for me to pass through. At least my subjects cannot see me like this.
Oh, relax. If the boys can't swoop in and help us, we've just got to kick some butt on our own.
Right. This is just another mission. Let's beat these monsters and help Caribia get its people back. Guess there's no getting around it. Come on, let's go! Enemy approaching. Safety mode off. Let's work together. This should help. This should help. That's dangerous. Are you okay? How about that?
Oop, they found us.
Come at me! I'm with you. Do it together. I won't let you. We can do it together. Yes, we did it! Get ready. Here they come. Come at me. That's dangerous. We can do it together. I won't let you. It's okay. I'm here. Here, that. I'm feeling it.
Always be with us.
Get ready. Here they come. Enemy approaching. Target confirmed. Look! Get ready. Here they come. Get ready. Here they come. Get ready. Here they come. Look! Target confirmed. Here we go. I won't let you. Let's work together. Are you okay? How about that? Welcome back. How are you? Welcome back. Good night. Need something? What do you need? Which one?
After we fixed the distortion, we went back to advertising for Caribia in the capital. And this time, it worked great. Everyone got really interested. Caribia was the talk of the town. The girls were all pretty relieved to see their efforts finally pay off, but...
Everyone, get your things ready. We're going to Caribia.
Caribia? Why? Has business died down again?
What? We did so much advertising already. What else can we do?
No time to explain. We're leaving now, so hurry up. Fried noodles and shaved ice. Okay, it'll be right out. Yuma, more orders!
Here too. 1 curry, 1 ice cream, and 2 frankfurters on the double.
Give me a second. I can't make them that fast.
Hey, this little boy got separated from his parents. Can I go help him look for them?
We'll have a hard time managing without you. Ah, Fromage. You take Marion's place.
I have enough work as it is.
What am I doing?
Well, the influx of tourists was so great that the townspeople were having trouble accommodating all of them. So, since we handled the advertising, they called us in to help once more.
No, I wasn't asking for an explanation. It's just... Is this my life now?
Hey, has anyone seen Agnum? I could really use some help in the kitchen.
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen him. What's our top chef doing?
Good news, Sonia. The show's booked and everything's ready to go.
Agnum, where have you been? Can you handle the curry orders?
Wait, hold on a second. Agnum, what was that about a show?
Come on, isn't it obvious? When you think the beach, you think outdoor parties, and that means live concerts.
Agnum, did you actually...
Wow, we've already drawn a crowd. I don't know if we can back out now.
I have to go on stage? Dressed like this?
Is that bad? Swimsuits are easier to move around in anyway, and everyone's going to be watching us.
I ask and ask, but nobody answers. How did I end up like this?
Well, we're all in the same boat, so we've just got to stick together and get through it.
I guess you're right. Get ready, everyone. Let's get this show on the road. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Caribia.
We would like to thank you all for coming. To show our appreciation, we're putting on this performance for you.
I hope you're all ready to have some fun.
Looks like the show's a hit.
Yeah, looks like it. And it seems like Sonia and the others are having fun too.
They're staring at Kirika, parading around in such unseemly dress. I cannot stand this!
Hey, everybody! You all enjoying the beach?
We have many more events planned for the future, So we hope we'll see you again at Caribia.
There's a discount for families and groups. Ask for details at the service counter.
What has my life become?
Caribia's always waiting for you. Come play in the sun. Okay, time for the next song. Come on, everyone. We're gonna party until the sun comes up.
Wait, we're staying that long?
Let it go, Rinna. When Sonia gets like this, there isn't much point in protest.
The tourists are enjoying themselves, so it's fine. I'll give it all I've got, too.
I suppose I could learn to enjoy this.
Ugh, I'm so tired. My feet are killing me.
Well, no wonder. We worked all day, and then on top of everything else, we put on a huge concert.
It was so much fun, though. Everyone seemed really happy.
True. Perhaps this beach concert was a fine idea after all.
Wait, Kirika. You don't mean to say you actually like doing this?
See? Not so bad once you gave it a try, right? I know. You can thank me later.
Fine, okay, you win. This time you had a good idea.
Gathering the people and seeing them happy. It's a powerful feeling.
Still, we never really got a chance to relax ourselves, even after we came all the way out to a resort.
Yeah, we don't always get missions like this, so it's kind of a shame. But hey, now that we're done...
Now that we're done, we can continue defending the peace. We must return to the castle for our next mission.
Your attention, everyone. I have the details on our next mission. Seems the requests have been piling up.
Whoa, that's a lot. Don't we deserve a break?
No point in complaining, Rinna. So, what's our mission this time?
Now, first, PR for a mountain tourist attraction, then a feeling hot spring resort and a near-bankrupt amusement park.
What? But that all sounds like what we just did.
Well, they've all heard of our last success. King Albert said he'd handle domestic matters so we can focus on... these. No! I want to go back to fighting monsters!
You know, a long time ago, there used to be a prominent academy right here in the city. It was funded by the state, so all citizens had a free, high-quality education. Many pupils became figures of high distinction.
It is a fine thing to be well-read. It's true what they say. The foundation of every country is the education of its youth.
I believe I've heard of it. They say all Astorian luminaries have that school to thank for their success.
Oh? So word of it even reached the Empire shores. It must have been quite a prestigious institute.
If I remember right, Father, you went to that academy. And Mother did too.
Indeed, yes. That's where I met her, in fact. Oh, you should have seen her. Resplendent in her uniform.
Let's save that story for next time, Your Highness. It kind of sounds like it might go on for a while.
Don't butt in, Agnum. I want to hear it.
You can ask him about it later, Marion. But I don't think I've ever seen a school like that in Marga.
Yes, and there's a reason for that. Some time ago, when I was still young, something strange happened. The entire school just vanished overnight.
Vanished? How does something like that happen?
I'm afraid I have no idea. One day it was there, then the next morning, gone without a trace.
Huh, that's so weird.
What happened to the people inside?
Thankfully, it was empty that night. All students and staff were safe and accounted for. But it was a terrible loss for Astoria. The Academy itself was a vital element of the learning and teaching process.
I suppose that makes sense. You could hardly be expected to retain lessons while exposed to the elements.
And then we were hit with an even greater loss. The school uniforms.
Uniforms?
The students arrived in their own clothes and changed into uniforms for class. But those uniforms disappeared as well. And of course, my darling wife's uniform vanished along with them. Oh, I'll never see her in it again.
King Albert, why didn't they just try rebuilding the school?
Oh, yes. Of course, we immediately drafted plans to restore it. Once we had the funds and material, we began. But the next day, all we found was an empty plot of land. The building materials had disappeared.
How is that possible?
We tried again and again, and each time it was the same. The workers feared this curse and abandoned the project. In time, we gave up on rebuilding it. Even now, that land is little more than an empty lot.
If it's the school where my mother went, I wish I could see it myself.
What a weird story. It's almost unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable is right. I think there's gotta be a reason for it. So what do you think, Elfrida? Does a grimoire have something to do with this?
Well done, Yuma. You're very sharp.
Then I was right?
Yes. The disappearance of Astoria's academy was indeed caused by a distortion from a grimoire.
So if we get rid of that distortion, the school would come back?
Well, that simplifies things. Let's go take out this distortion and get the academy back.
Calm yourselves, please. There is no need to hurry.
Huh? What do you mean?
Before you can confront the distortion, you'll need to prepare.
Prepare how?
Well, I'm going to need everyone to change into these.
Huh? Is this the uniform?
This is hardly appropriate for battle.
Elfrida, I'm afraid I don't understand. Why do we need these on?
These are school uniforms I acquired from a certain capable merchant. This distortion is centered around a school, correct? If you don't wear school uniforms, you can't clear the distortion.
Huh. Well, that almost makes sense.
I advise you don't think too hard about it. Just treat them as ceremonial outfits.
But these clothes are clearly designed for women. What are we supposed to do?
Apologies. I don't have male uniforms in stock. But as long as you're with someone in uniform, you can at least enter. You won't be able to participate in battle, though, so keep that in mind.
So we can go into the dungeon with them, but we can't help them fight.
It's fine. We just have to fight a little harder than usual. Besides, I want to wear this.
You're really getting into this.
Let's run. Please, be careful.
This place seems so bizarre. Is this the academy itself?
I'm assuming it's not an exact copy. Not unless the architect loves monsters, and was also kind of insane.
So we just have to defeat all the monsters here, right? Let's do it.
Something about that uniform. When I look at you, it's like I get butterflies in my stomach.
Yeah? It fits really well. And I think it's pretty cute.
Is this truly a uniform for a teenage student? The skirt is... it's awfully short, isn't it?
But it's really easy to move in. I like it.
I love this uniform too! I think I might be twice as cute now. What do you think, Yuma?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Kirika, try not to make any sudden movements. We cannot have any, indiscretion.
Can you speak up, brother? I'm afraid I missed that. Are you trying to say something?
That is, never mind. Just try to be careful.
Now let's go. We're taking back our school. Target confirmed. Target confirmed. I shall be your opponent. I'm with you. We can do it together. I'm with you. We can do it together. I won't let you. We can do it together. Let's work together. Are you okay? How about this? I'm free with it. Got it. Get ready. Here they come. Look! Enemy approaching. Got it. Oops, they found us. Enemy approaching. Target confirmed. Enemy approaching. Target confirmed. Watch out, everyone! Let's work together. This should help. Are you okay? I'm free. How about this? Enemy approaching. Get ready. Here they come. Look. Here we go. Let's work together. Are you okay? Got it. Look! Enemy approaching. Come at me! Let's try this! I'll treat the wound.
Good work today. Oh, hello there. Welcome back. Get some rest. Do you need something? What do you need? Which one?
That should have cleared up the distortion. I wonder what happened with the school.
Oh, it's King Albert! Why, he looks so pleased! Did something happen?
Sonia, everyone, listen. I have wonderful news. Our glorious academy has been restored to its rightful place. Why, it's a miracle.
Really? That means we did it! The distortion is gone!
I can finally see my mother's school.
Yes, we can all celebrate later. I'd like to get out of these clothes first.
Hmm? But those clothes, where did you find them?
Wait, you just noticed them?
We got them from some manner of merchant. Is something wrong?
Why, these are the very uniforms for the academy. I thought they had vanished along with the school.
This is the same uniform my mother wore. This is amazing!
I can just imagine all the students who wore this every day. It must have been an incredible sight.
Everyone must have been so happy. If I got to wear clothes like this every day, I'd love going to school.
The material is so lovely. Wearing it helped give me a curious clarity in my mind.
Well, I'm glad you're all enjoying yourselves. I, for one, cannot abide it. The skirt is far too immodest.
Sonia, you're the very image of your mother in her youth. You've become a fine young woman indeed.
Father!
Oh, Your Highness, keep it together.
That reminds me, Sonia, I have a proposal, and I would like for all of you to hear it.
Yes, Father?
A building alone does not make a school. We need teachers, and more importantly, students, the lifeblood of any academy. That is where you come in. Sonia, can I count on you and your group to help?
I'll be happy to help any way I can. What do you need?
Yes, about that.
Listen up, everyone! Astoria Academy is finally back, and we need students.
Tuition is free. We have all the books and tools you could want. We've even got student dorms.
And just look at these cute uniforms. For more information, please see these pamphlets. We've listed instructions on applying as well.
We're also seeking worthy scholars for the faculty. If you believe your mind is keen enough, rise and be judged.
Application requirements right here, ladies and gentlemen. If you're curious, by all means, take a brochure.
Whoa, listen to them cheer. I didn't think we'd get such a big crowd. This was a great idea, Your Majesty.
Naturally. No one can resist the power of school uniforms. And a concert on top of that. We practically have a festival on our hands. Of course people will come.
We might have a little too much attention. If we don't get more, we're gonna run out of pamphlets pretty soon.
Run out? No. No. Unacceptable. We ought to restock, and quickly. Someone. Is there anyone available?
Excuse me, can I get a pamphlet?
Oh, sure. Man, this is tougher work than I expected.
Okay, time for the next song.
There's still more? I would appreciate a chance to change into something more appropriate.
Give it up, Excella. You've got an audience, so you've got to make it through to the curtain call.
I really don't understand how you can't see anything wrong with this. If the skirt was just a bit longer.
Really? I like them.
And it's nice to see everyone paying attention to us.
Excella, we're about to start. Don't think about your clothes. Just stay focused.
Understood. Well, I've committed myself to your cause, I suppose. I will not bring the performance down.
Everyone ready? It's showtime! 1, 2, 3.
Oh, there they go again. They're really giving this all they've got.
Hey, mister, can I have a pamphlet?
Sorry, we're out. But we'll have some more in a little bit if you don't mind waiting.
Well, guess it's break time until then. I gotta tell you, man, this whole school thing, I do not get the appeal.
Right now, it seems like people are more interested in the concert than the academy itself. Oh, right. The school's looking for teachers, too. I think you'd make a good professor, Leston. What do you think?
An interesting proposition. But I'm afraid the uniforms would turn me away. I can't see myself in one of those skirts.
I don't think the teachers would wear the uniforms, and they'd probably have male versions, too. School, huh? Maybe I should take a pamphlet, too.
Thank you for the support. We'll be playing one more special song now.
Indignity.
Come again. Do you need something?